Humphrey Bogart personified the noir detective in films like The Big Sleep and The Maltese Falcon.
When you're slapped, you'll take it and like it.
And that gave Kayla Rose of the Circus Collective of San Diego an idea.
And we started watching old movies together, the old Humphrey Bogart movies, and just getting inspired and writing ideas down, writing fun lines down.
The name's Gibbs, Danny Gibbs. Some of you may even remember me as Inspector Gibbs of the SDPD.
This is a film noir style whodunit play with a circus twist.
We're really taking Circus and stripping it of the big top and that ring and that whole kind of arena and bringing it into theaters so that we can show Circus in this art form to a wider and broader audience.
It's a whole new way to see Circus and see aerial arts on the ropes and on the silks and see acrobatics on the ground.
Instead of thinking of, going to a circus, 10 and having popcorn and seeing elephants and all those things that you would normally think of when you think of the circus, it's kind of like a night at the theater, but, with all these amazing feats of strength and agility mixed with a great play.
Who's next?
The setting of the play is a 1940s downtown dirty club. And so that kind of starts off the play as, okay, there's performances. And like a musical, we're saying lines and then all of a sudden we're performing and we're singing our lines.
The Circus Collective took on its first case of circumstantial evidence 2 years ago. Now it's tackling its second, the Crimson Canary. Assembling the usual suspects for a noir mystery means taking into account each person's skill set and then tailoring the crime to them. It also presents directing challenges, says Jacqueline Witt.
So the challenges with directing acrobats is you have to have your acrobats stay within character and also have enough breath to have their lines when they're done. So that's been pretty much the biggest challenge I think that we've been having, is doing all these amazing feats of strength and agility and then running right over and being like, okay, and so the next thing, and then you're sucking wind.
So lucky I am a professional.
But it's well worth the extra work.
I think what you get by coming to a show like this, a circus show, you get that shock and awe. I can guarantee that there's going to be multiple times in this show where people are going to be on the edge of their seats thinking, is that person going to fall? Are they going to make it? Are they really going to pull off that stunt? That's what's different than a musical theater where the tap dancing is so talented and so entertaining, but there's not that risk factor that you have in circus and in this show.
Injuries have been one of our biggest setbacks right now and one of our biggest challenges. When you do a circus show that includes circus arts, that's kind of the name of the game and what you have to plan for and deal with when it happens.
Travis T. had to have his part rewritten after suffering an injury.
The fact that I just found out that I had tore my hip flexor, I am pretty much in an acting role right now.
The first circumstantial evidence was performed at the Glass House. During rehearsals for the Crimson Canary, the cast had to learn how to deal with the diamond-shaped stage of the Lyceum space.
So it gives us kind of an interesting view that you wouldn't necessarily have in a regular square theater. So that's kind of fun because in how the seats are arranged and they are almost the front row is right up in front of the action. So we're for sure going to be utilizing those people in the front row.
Audience members should be prepared for interaction with the performers. It's all part of an evolving new style of circus theater.
So it's been pretty exciting to see the art form actually grow and expand and be presented in a different sort of form. So it's really gone a little bit more mainstream, I would say, than circus used to be. So it's exciting for all of us because we're really happy with that growth and to show everyone what we love.
The Circus Collective of San Diego will also present Circumstantial Evidence, The Crimson Canary, at San Diego International Fringe next month. Beth Accomando, KPBS News.